Cam images from the scene. While officers were searching backyards looking for the suspects, they say Jillian Schreiner, the wife of Scott Schreiner, emerged from her home armed with a gun.
Schreiner was ordered repeatedly to drop the weapon, but instead police say she pointed it at officers and opened fire. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff is live in Eagle Rock with more on what happened next. Rachel?
Sure, Micah, we're getting a new look at what happened in this neighborhood from the perspective of the LAPD officers on scene. Now, the body camera footage, the department tells us that its board is now looking at this body camera footage, and it will determine whether or not its officers' tactics and the deadly use of force complies with its policies.
Drop the gun! You're gonna get shot!
Tense moments captured on police body camera footage show the moment before an Eagle Rock woman was shot by LAPD officers who were in search of several pursuit suspects. On April 8th, California Highway Patrol responded to a hit-and-run crash in which 3 men ditched their smashed car off the 134 freeway yard in the vicinity of Eagle Vista Drive. As officers searched for those suspects, 51-year-old Jillian Schreiner emerged from her home armed with a gun. She's the wife of Scott Schreiner. In the popular rock band Weezer, she's also a best-selling author.
Get shot! Getting shot! It's the police! Drop the gun!
Officers called to Schreiner from behind this wooden fence to drop her weapon. At this point, it's possible officers believed Schreiner was connected to the nearby hit and run, but it takes them more than a minute to identify that they are indeed with law enforcement. Security video from inside Schreiner's backyard shows her racking a 9mm handgun and allegedly pointing it at a group of officers. LAPD contends she shot in their direction. That's when they return 8 shots, hitting Schreiner twice in the shoulder before she retreats into her home.
Oh, there were 3 men. She says there were 3 men, and one of them shot her, and the cops are looking for him right now.
A 911 call revealed Schreiner believed she was defending herself against the suspects with whom police were searching. After the shooting, the rocker's wife exited her home with her hands up and was taken away in handcuffs. She was later booked on suspicion of attempted murder of a peace officer. The LAPD ultimately arrested one of the 3 hit-and-run suspects. The other 2 were never found.
That day, it was kind of a disruption to the norm.
Iona Pay says the swarm of police and media is completely out of the norm for this quiet, family-centered neighborhood.
I can imagine someone that lives here is really not prepared to have a suspect running through their yard with a gun and likely, feel that their privacy and their home was being invaded. So I can understand the reaction to defend your home and, defend the people around you. I'm just glad that, no one got hurt in the altercation and everyone is okay from the homeowner's perspective.
And the Schreiner publicly commented on the officer-involved shooting. Relieved custody. Ellen has her first court appearance next week. Live in Eagle Rock tonight, I'm Rachel Menitoff. Share Micah, back to you.
Rachel, thank you. A pursuit and hours-long standoff comes to a dramatic end as police officers and SWAT teams use tear gas on the suspect. The chaotic chase ended in Studio City and created a massive traffic jam in the area. KTLA's Alina Abovian has more from the scene.
And now we got gas going through, so.
A multi-hour standoff finally comes to an end. LAPD SWAT officers using a chemical gas to get the female suspect to surrender after a brief struggle. She comes out of the car barefoot, taken into custody without incident.
So they're going to overwhelm her?
We believe that she was actively car.
These cops are they were all in rifles and shotguns.
The female suspect led officers to this driveway on Coldwater Canyon after pursuit, which originated at Hollywood and Vine around 9 this morning. LAPD officers initially called to respond to an assault with a deadly weapon, the weapon being this gray Tacoma, reportedly stolen. At some point, the woman collided with another vehicle and a fire hydrant, then left the scene, heading toward the Hollywood Hills.
Vehicle refused to yield, so they went into a low-speed pursuit. They used a spike strip to disable the vehicle.
Somewhere near Coldwater Canyon and Mulholland is where the woman hit the wall of a driveway and just after noon, SWAT team members in 3 LAPD armored vehicles arrived at the scene and boxed in the truck. 30 minutes later, officers blew out the back windows of the truck, deploying tear gas into the cab of the vehicle. Shrouded in smoke, the woman finally surrendered.
They finally encouraged her to come out of the car, and then she was taken into custody without a further incident.
The standoff causing major backup along Coldwater, the Hollywood side down to Ventura Boulevard. People seen evacuating from nearby St. Michael and All Angels Church, and nearby school Harvard Westlake was placed on lockdown.
Police are redirecting traffic away from Coldwater Canyon. High school, the Harvard Westlake High School, is only a couple of blocks away from here, so parents and teachers have to get to school, deal with school.
Alina Bovian, KTLA 5 News.
Authorities in Fullerton released body cam video of a police shooting that ended in the death of a 19-year-old. The video is.
Put your hands up and then get on the ground. If you don't listen, you're gonna.
It all began when a family member called 911 claiming a 19-year-old Pedro Garcia swung a knife at his father. When police arrived, they say he refused to comply with their orders. The video shows Garcia lifting his shirt and grabbing what appeared to be a gun during the incident. That's when officers opened fire. The weapon turned out to be a pellet gun. Garcia's family has filed a lawsuit against the city of Fullerton and Fullerton police, claiming a violation of Garcia's civil rights and wrongful death.
Star high basketball player and USC recruit is now awake from a medically induced coma after being involved in a violent and fiery crash. Elijah Arenas, the son of former NBA star Gilbert Arenas, was behind the wheel when his Cybertruck slammed into a tree and caught fire. It happened early yesterday morning in Winnetka. A Good Samaritan helped pull him from the burning vehicle. Today, his family issued a statement saying he has opened his eyes and was able to write on a piece of paper that he remembered the smoke and asked if anyone got hurt. The cause of the crash investigation.
California for a windy to the weekend. Vera Jimenez with a look. Vera.
Thank you so much, Micah. Yes, wet and windy indeed, and temperatures will remain below average. Live look outside right now. It takes us out to Long Beach, where you can see it is very hazy. Those marine clouds are back, and we also have some proper clouds as well, not visible from this vantage point, however. As we take a look at the max Doppler, we've got a 1-hour loop, and you can see that the area of is still sitting over